while we're at it. But perhaps I should start thinking about this. But if I get defeated by them, I'm going to feel really bad about it. Yes, I can read. They now have 9,000 units. It's not that they've even been developing, they're just building up an army. Maybe they know I'm coming for them. Spy network in France, Jake? Nah, I don't have study technology, so there's no point. Alright, that's pretty good, but I would love one of the more developed colonies. Yeah, but they're too far away, go figure. Well, onwards we go. This is going to ham into the money we have, or don't have. So I need to think how to deal with that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Our ruler will die soon, so we would lose the piety anyway. And Karakiunli warning us again, but refusing to go to war with us. Yeah, this is going to give us a fairly big deficit that I now need to cover. I could, for example, chuck away one of you, because you're costing me too much. Doesn't cover anything, in fact it barely covers anything. The fleet maintenance is also really costing us, but that's somewhat necessary. I will drastically reduce it, since we're not exploring anyway, but I'm still not able to make ends meet. Huh, well that's bad. And it's going to take a fair while for this to build up. War is certainly a way to get more money. But who even has money that's going to be willing to give it all up? Jake, I assume you're against using the ship exploit. Oh yes, I've known about that one for a long time, but no. Contested cores is hurting us in terms of prestige, but, well, maybe hurting it is putting it a bit too heavily. Yeah, if I were just to go for Marahen, it would put me at odds with Naj, which I'm not too keen on. That money situation does hurt. I could reduce my colonial maintenance to the point where I'm not hemorrhaging money. That hurts its growth quite a bit, but needs must. Gotta grow by at least 1 per month. No adjacent controlled, slaughtering that as well. Oh well, it is what it is. There's still more exploring to be done, so please do it. 4 to 5 base development would cover the deficit. That's only 200 to 250 admin. That's true. And we don't need admin for coring, so use it to develop Hormuz. Also true. Kinda hate to develop so early, but it would give us quite a lot of money. Well, what's done is done. And changing a population by 50, well, I don't have 50 ducats to throw at them, so too bad for them. But they knew the risks. Rival of our rival is Mawar. They should be our friend, and they're very eligible to be our friend, so let's get on that. You work fast. Perhaps too fast. Still want you to go and protect trade, though. It's going to make us a little bit of money, at least. Yeah, fighting the Maldives would initially give us very little. And I keep forgetting if they're in range or not. Of course they're in range. They just have an army that's a little scary. What if, though? What if they were foolish enough to try and attack me with their army, and then I just sink their navy? How are they doing for transports? Maldives. Sure enough, they got their 9,000 troops. Yeah, if I could read for half a second, that would be wonderful. Yeah, they got 3 transports. They might even consider going to attack me. But if I kept my... if I kept my galleys in a central position and, Lord forbid, paid them, maybe they'd come for me, but also maybe they wouldn't. I don't know why I'm obsessing over the Maldives so much. It's not that great and it deals in fish. But part of me just really wants it. Goodbye money. Control and drag to select just ships. Tempts me ever so. No, I shouldn't be tempted. It would just get me killed. Financially, that is. The only kind of killing I care about. Hold on. Plus 0.13? Or... okay. It was readjusting for my now less useful trade ships. Well, I'm having that. Huge difference. It almost exists. Hello, Drax Copy, welcome. Maldives is a big step towards the rich Southeast Asian colonies, Jake. Yes, it is. Diego Garcia is as well, though. If I had Diego Garcia, I could fabricate a claim on Maldives and not take the stab hit as well. So that might be the better idea overall, even though it's going to take us a fair bit of time to get you done. But there's something else we get from you. And that is the ability to fabricate over onto these well, I say losers, they out-tech me. Never a good sign when the fetishists over here out-tech you. And of course they have their own alliances, so just jumping on in there. Hyper weapon first isn't going to win me anything. It's the beauty about playing on very hard. Rance would know all about that. You can take that Miltech now, Jake. I can, and I get a nice bonus for doing so, but there's no need to take it right now. Also, those Yemeni separatists are going to go away. I won't even have to fight them, which is rather nice. Yeah, there's no need to take it right now. I'm glad Hejaz and Naj are my friends. That really keeps me secure. Helps me sleep at night, if you know what I'm saying. And then again, when I see one of the guys dying this horribly, it really shouts out to me, do it. But that's kind of out of the question, because when it comes to colonial range, until I get my core over here on Mahe, I will not be able to reach them. And that's going to be waiting a wee while. Really sucks, just want to pay everything to actually get some growth going here. 60 per year isn't tons, but we're barely making any headway as it is right now. I think I'll just invest in a nice initial amount, because that does drive up settler chance as well. Merchant guilds still hate me. I could give them monopoly charter so they hate me a little less. But it's kind of nice the way they even out towards 50. So I'll just let them do that. It's like getting free points with them. The Ottomans finally gobbled up Byzantium. And we could admire a fairly sane-looking Europe for a change. I see you, Yemenis. If I pump up my army maintenance a touch, though, then sadly it's just not quite enough to get rid of them. But it is enough to hemorrhage my money, so I should probably think of a better solution than that. I'll think about it later. So you're kind of asking to be subjugated, although you do still have a friend in need. I should keep a spare diplomat for this. Naj doesn't need to be that liked by me, although I do like having a spy network built up. Your friend would join in, but only barely. Surprisingly, they're putting the pain down on you. So maybe I could just stroll on in there, subjugate you, You wouldn't like me for it, but whoever would. And then we'll just worry about the finer details later. Why don't I just do that? What's your name, anyway? Sakhalva. Sakhalva, I doubt you have a navy to rival me. Not that my navy is anything to rant about. As long as you don't have heavies, though. One heavy, one light isn't going to cut it against me, so that's okay. How about your friend in Antemoro? Antemoro really barely has anything to speak of. How about army-wise? Sach. 2,000 cavalry, no chance. Okay, I do need to tighten the belt here, so we'll just narrow you right down. Start paying for everything else we own. Yeah, it's a shame about the whole unrest situation here, but I have ways to deal with that, probably. Well, maybe. Your friend will join in, but... Oh well. Jake, don't forget the 1 unit on a colony-free settlers event. That only work. Oh. You tempt me with money, but I know a good deal when I see one. And that's not going to happen. It's a shame your friend still wants to help out, though. Shouldn't your friend be getting slaughtered? Look at the people he's at war with. He's going to die. Okay, well, whatever the case, I'm going to want all my boats over here, since I don't want things going Pete Tong. Good. Alright, let's just do it. We can worry about the troubles later on. Now at -3 stability, which is not great, so we will stab up. And you know what, I think we can just stab up again, because I really don't want to be dealing with a lot of revolts right now. And I also really don't want this place revolting, so let's get rid of that. And geez, there's just a tiny chance of revolt here. That I don't like. That's even though you have the Alema here. Oh, of course my tolerance going down is hurting that as well, isn't it? Well, don't want to give them an opportunity to build up, but I really don't want to be dealing with revolts from here. But I also really don't want to be paying them. What I could do is wait for the turn of the month. But he's building up an army, and the longer I wait, the worse that is. Hell, I could just increase the autonomy, it's not that bad. But I don't want to. It'll be fine after the turn of the year, some of that separatism will go away, but I'll also be pulling my friendly troops. So I should probably give it a few months of that as well. He's probably a bit wrecked from everything, so... Oh, shoot. Prestige, unrest. Whew. Thank goodness he's not too terrible. Alright, 70% is acceptable. Let's just get out there and slaughter him. Miltech 2, Jake. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, I'm going to have a lot of fun fighting him without my superior units, so... Muslim foot soldiers are... only slightly worse than dual infantry, but I want my dual infantry. Plus it allows us to kill those Yemeni separatists before we rise up. We also have Timurids being a bit of a militarist. We don't like that, but that's alright. Thankfully morale is built up whilst at sea. You know what game doesn't do that? It's called Hearts of Iron 4, and that caught me out pretty badly. They appear to have lost all their ships. I'm guessing they sold them. Or otherwise scrapped them. Wait, what? What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. His ally won the war and forced them to give the land back. That's bad for me. Oh well. Gotta do what we gotta do, and that is win. And that's also pretty win. Zaid, congrats. So we're going to land, we're going to take this province, we are going to take a neighbouring province. Taking the province will stop us from taking attrition here, which is just as well, because sailors don't grow on trees. Because there's no trees in our home here. Conquistadors are slightly worse than generals. Maybe I'll just get my leader to do this. I'm confident in his skills. And we don't have maximum flanking on him just yet, so we will wait for this one to be done. Heavens knows how we reinforce over in Madagascar, but we do. Now we can't take any of this land, but we can vassalize him. Could even cause a coalition. Well, that's quite funny, but it's also quite tragic. Alright, we're going into the savannah, but we'll be okay. Unfortunately, he out-techs us in Diplo as well, so we're going to have to placate him rather a lot. Wait, didn't I say... Oh, I did get my other unit involved. Well, this is going from bad to tragic. You just hold that down, the rest of us hunt him down and destroy him, please. Oh, well, that was easy. We shall have you folk on the sieging. And we'll have the rest of you on the looting. Phew. Nice that we can also blockade the man, but... I think I will take you and specifically get you back to protecting the trade, because I need that money. I like the early game, it's just squeezing everything you can out of everything you can. We don't need to maintain this fleet, heavens no. I need to make some money for a change. Placate the Timurids. Unlikely story, but close actually, as long as it only requires 100. I also want to accumulate money though, and I have a feeling we've found a target for that. That 10 prestige will be spent placating these guys, but I still want to keep them moneyless, so it'll take them time to build up an army against me. Then again, I'll have time anyway. Okay, if I'm looking for another excuse, then I want them to have a longer truce with me. Nadge is now gunning down a man. I still have a truce with a man, sadly, but I would like to show my strength. Still looting, as one should. We don't need to more than half pay our units. As long as you pay them just a little bit more than half, unless you're fighting in terrible situations, you'll be able to reinforce faster than you lose units. Well, disease outbreak kind of throws a bit of a thorn into that. Oh hell yeah, they stay. Extra power in the Gulf of Aden, please. The concern is that if these guys also attack Sakhala, because they're still stronger than me. Okay, I don't like giving them a loan, so I will actually pop down the amount that I'll be taking from them, but they're still going to be my vassal. They're keeping their claims, heavens yes. And it's a shame that I can't take land, but I'll be able to... Well, I'll work something out. Coalition, what a joke. Well, it won't be a joke if it actually happens. I wonder if they know about me. They do know about me. Okay, well, should have improved these relations ahead of time. What about our units here? And what about our subject here? Hates our guts, you say? Okay. I can live with that. Back home, please. You can pay your colonist more, Jake. He's not obliging you with anything yet. I do want that growing, even if it's going to cost us here. Don't need to pay my units all that, though. But I need you to not hate my guts. I'm not about to march you, since I do want to integrate you. Although, I'll be able to get onto that. Pretty happy with the cores you don't have, okay. Well, there's this guy. Hell, I could probably slam right into him straight away. But he's allied with this guy who's probably going to punch above his weight. Also fortunate you have a lot of truces with a lot of people, so that's going to make life easier for me. But when you grow an army, you're going to hate me. No sense faffing around on it though. I should placate you. I should placate you pretty hard. That was a foolish thing to do. I should have waited on it, but I've started, so I'll finish. I should have waited until the last moment that he would be able to turn against me, then do it. As it stands, it's going to tick down for quite a while, so I'll lose like 10 prestige worth of placation. A negative stability is nothing worth coming away from, but I do want to placate Timmy. Might be a little tough, you know, with him wanting my provinces and all. But I can try. For military, yet he says he's a diplomat. Why must he turn this game into a house of lies? Yeah, I could feed you to my vassal as well, but you're also allied to that guy in the center. I'm surprised you don't love me, given that I just came and kicked the ass of all those other people. And you are Sunni, which is good for me. Thinking about it, I should care less about what you think and actually have you on my side. Since they're going to get eaten up anyway, I don't care about their coalition. Mutapa didn't even know what happened. Oh, that was surprising. And really bad for me. Naj is not going to help. And I don't have my boats in a position to guard my provinces. At least I'm paying my boats, but Karakyunlu still has the superior navy. Right there. Okay, what we're going to do then is get you guys onto defense of home. We're going to mourn the loss of them, and I'm going to enjoy the money that... oh, bollocks. Probably going to beat me pretty hard here. 4, 6, 10. And I don't have... no, I do have you. Thankfully. They scuppered my barks pretty fast, though. But we have no morale, which is bad news for us. So let's just make our way in here. Thankfully, we're transporting units, which does give us a bit of an evasion bonus. You're going to take that, and it is actually the conquest of that province, so that makes life considerably harder for me. But I could still work around that if I could beat you somehow. Now, Timmy is not about to give access to Karakyunlu. If I simply hold this province long enough, I will be able to survive. But I need some things to work out for me here. You guys not having much morale does not work out for me. And I strongly suspect that he is around here. Still, we'll do what we can do, and that is have you guys get over to a wall. That conditional military access is going to hurt me. And I think he has units around here. So I actually need someone to hold the fort here. That's a shame. Alright, we'll hold back with 1 cog then, but that's bad. He could easily get over to Hormuz if this goes south. And I have nobody protecting Hormuz. Alright, he's coming. And if I don't protect a wall... Damn it, it's lose-lose. Jake, maybe just give up a wall. What do you take me for? Okay, so Hejaz, what are you going to do? Not having my troops over here was a bad move. I got complacent. I can't beat him unless I get my morale back, but if I wait, I'm going to lose a wall. Making it very hard for me to take it back. I need to cancel my military access with you as soon as I can, but the enemy has forces there. And he is blockading me. He's using 6 galleys, I have 9, so I should be able to defeat him. But there's a lot of ifs and buts to this. Such as this, my morale is titchy. There we go, I need to cancel that. Oh, that's pretty good. That might just keep you locked in there. But then maybe you have access through Oman? You don't? We'll see what happens. Alright, with a bit of luck, everything can come together. And by a bit of luck, I mean more luck than I deserve, thankfully. Well, he's hiring troops from Tabaristan as well? It just gets better and better. Yada, yada, does it. Okay, he doesn't know what he's doing, which is good for me. I can't simply trap him there. That's going to have to be enough morale for this. Well, I'm banking on crushing his fleet anyway, rather than... Damn it, if he rides into there, that's also bad news for me. Come on, show us the power of inland galleys. Excellent. Okay. This isn't excellent, though. I wasn't able to defend a wall. Since it's a conquest of a wall, you can see why that's going to be a problem. Alright, it would be so me to have him just slip past me. So we'll have a couple of galleys just blocking this like our life depends on it, because our life does depend on it. And I think I might get access back through Naj so that I can make a strike onto a wall. It's dangerous, but that's fine. Because if you go over and deal with Hejaz, that leaves your units too far away to react to me. And he's taking the bait, not entirely though. The Karakunlins on a wall are not taking it. And those are the ones that I need gone. Maybe I need to dock my boats in order for them to think I'll go away then. Works to a degree. Alright, so where are you gonna go? Maybe, just maybe, you're going to go to me slaughtering you. Gonna keep a cog out here just in case, otherwise I need these guys destroyed. If I can sink their fleet, then that's all the funnier. Oh, he's way back up. And he's rolling 10 to my 0 right at the start, and 9 to my 4. And 10 to... this isn't going so great. Thankfully, I dealt him a fairly large blow there. We're gonna get back. I'm still paying for that, everything, right? Okay. Those Tabaristani troops are cause for concern, still. It's risky, but I need to get on there. I got my whole finger moved to the right here. Let's do it. Jake, create an estate revolt in that occupied province, then block the strait. I'm pretty sure you can't revoke